I'm so sick. Oh, I have to remember to take my medicine, and it's my last one. But I hate taking them. They make me feel so dizzy. Oh my gosh, Mom. Aw, Sammy wants to visit me when I'm on my deathbed. She's so nice.
Ooh, chocolate. I wonder what else she has.
Sammy, you here?
Yeah, I'll be up in a minute. Crap, chocolate breath. Tic-tac, perfect.
Never mind. I'll meet you downstairs.
Hey, how you feeling?
Not good. Have you seen my medicine?
Was it small and white?
Yeah. Did you take it?
No. Maybe?
Sammy, that was my last one, and that stuff's strong. That's gonna make you feel goofy.
Sure, I kind of feel it already. You see that dog?
Yeah, that's my dog. This kind of reminds me of a play, The Midsummer Night's Dream.
Is that by that Shakespeare dude?
Yeah, William Shakespeare.
I think I remember learning about that guy.
William Shakespeare was born on April 23, 1564. This is an estimated date as the history was not recorded well back then. He was born to John and Mary Shakespeare, and he was the oldest surviving child. The first two children in his family were both girls, and they did not live past infancy. William had 3 younger brothers, Gilbert, Richard, and Edmund, and 2 younger sisters, Anne and Joanne. Anne, William's younger sister, died at the age of 7 from the bubonic plague. William Shakespeare's father was a leather worker and a prosperous businessman. He married Mary Arden, who was a very prominent figure in society. When William was 5, his father John became the town's bailiff, which is similar to a mayor today. Soon afterwards, he stepped back from the public life and is not recorded as to have why. Shakespeare attended Stratford's grammar school until age 15. There he learned Latin and acted and even wrote Latin plays. In late 1582, Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway. When they got married, she was already expecting their first child, what they later named Susanna. When they got married, Anne was 26 years old and William was only a mere 18. In 1585, the couple had twins named Judith and Hamnet. Anne moved to Stratford after their marriage, where she lived while William worked in London. It is rumored because of the few children and the separation, they grew apart, which resulted in a bad marriage. Hamnet died at the age of 11 from the bubonic plague. Their oldest daughter, Susanna, married a Stratford doctor and had William Shakespeare's first grandchild in 1608. She was named Elizabeth. Shakespeare's other daughter, Judith, married Thomas Quinney, a Stratford winemaker. There are no descendants of William Shakespeare because his family slowly died out. It is rumored that Shakespeare died on his birthday, April 23, 1616. No one knows the cause of his death. During Shakespeare's lifetime, he wrote 38 plays and 154 sonnets.
Yeah, I think I know a little about Shakespeare.
Well, do you know about one of his most famous plays?
What, Romeo and Juliet? Macbeth?
No, A Midsummer Night's Dream. One of Shakespeare's most commonly known plays is A Midsummer Night's Dream. This play is considered a comedy because it is lighthearted and there is a happy ending. This play was written towards the end of the 16th century. Historians have guessed between the years of 1590 and 1596. It is not known as to why Shakespeare wrote this play or for whom it was written. People believe he wrote this play to be performed at high society weddings. This work is believed to be inspired by an epic poem written by Roman author Ovid and a medieval poet Geoffrey Chaucer. It was originally published in the later months of 1600, and it was first performed in London in January of 1605. This play was very well known in the public eye and has inspired many musicals, movies, literary works, and ballets.
Is that the play with 2 guys fighting for 1 girl?
Yeah, there are 2 guys fighting for 1 girl, but let me tell you about some of the other characters, too. The characters from this play are split into 3 groups: the Athenians, the fairies, and the craftsmen. To begin, the Athenians. Theseus, who is the Duke of Athens, is engaged to Hippolyta. He is known as a fair leader in the country. Hippolyta is an Amazon queen who is engaged to Theseus. She has common sense and sticks to her beliefs. Aegeus is Hermia's father, and he puts his desires before his daughters. Hermia is Aegeus's daughter, She is beautiful and loyal, and she feels she has the right to decide her husband based on love. She is in love with Lysander. Helena lacks self-confidence. She is desperate for Demetrius's love and is willing to betray her friend Hermia to get Demetrius back. Lysander is an Athenian nobleman who is in love with Hermia. He will do anything, even die for her. Demetrius is also an Athenian nobleman who loves Hermia, but before the play he loved Helena, then rejected her and fell for Hermia. He is known as an inconsistent lover. Second are the fairies. Robin Goodfellow is a Puck fairy and is often called that throughout the play. He is Oberon's mischievous but loyal servant, and he also has special powers to change shapes, voices, and become invisible. He is the fairy that mixes up Lysander and Demetrius by putting the love potion on the wrong man's eyes. Oberon and Titania are the king and queen of the fairies. Third are the craftsmen. Nick Bottom is a weaver who is very confident, and in the play he is the lead role, to be shown at Theseus and Hippolyta's wedding. He later turns into a donkey and has a very funny persona. Peter Quince is a carpenter. He is the director and main writer of the play, to be shown at the wedding. Snug, who is a joiner, plays the role of the lion in the play. Tim Snout is a tinker, and he plays the role of the wall in the play to be shown at the wedding. Robin Sterveling, who is a tailor, plays the role of Moonshine in the play to be shown at the wedding.
Sounds cool. Can you tell me about the whole story?
A Midsummer Night's Dream takes place in 3 different locations: in the Athenian city, the woods, and in the fairyland. The play opens up in the Athenian city with Theseus and Hippolyta planning their wedding. The wedding will occur in 4 days. Aegeus and his daughter Hermia, Lysander and Demetrius, who are Hermia's 2 suitors, walk in on Theseus and Hippolyta's conversation. Aegeus wants his daughter to marry Demetrius, but she is in love with Lysander. Aegeus threatens Hermia that she must make her decision in 4 days. She must either choose to marry Demetrius or be executed. Lysander encourages Hermia to run away together that night and to meet each other in the woods. Helena hears of this plan and runs to Demetrius, who she is in love with, to tell him of their plot to run away. The play then transitions to the woods, where the craftsmen are planning Pyramus and Thisbe, a play for Theseus's wedding. Peter Quince is the main writer and director of the play and gives the lead role to Nick Bottom. The play then moves to the fairyland, where the King Oberon and Queen Titania are arguing over the Indian child that Titania is raising. Oberon wants custody of the child and sends Puck to find a plant that contains a magic potion. This will make a person fall in love with the first thing it lays its eyes on. Oberon tells Puck to put the magic potion on Demetrius's eyes and arrange for Helena to be the first thing he sees when he wakes up, making him fall in love with her, because he feels bad for how Demetrius is treating Helena. Based on Oberon's description of an Athenian man, Puck puts the magic potion on Lysander's eyes instead of Demetrius's. Helena walks past and wakes Lysander, making him immediately fall in love with her. Demetrius and Lysander begin fighting for Helena, causing her to become confused why they both change their minds about her overnight. Hermia is also very confused and frustrated and blames Helena. In this part of the play, Hermia and Helena are fighting over Demetrius and Lysander. They bring up their past, which helps readers learn more about their past relationship. This fight heightens the plot surrounding the climax and adds to readers wanting to know the ending of the play and which girl will end up with which man.
Oh, me? You juggler? You cancer blossom? What have you come and stole my love's heart from him?
Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What will you tear? Impatient answers for my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet, why so that way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made me compare our statures. She hath urged her height, her personage, her tall personage, her height. Forsooth, she has prevailed with him. And are you so grown high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, though? Painted by maypole? Speak, how am I? I am not yet so low, but my nails can reach under thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower, hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that? In love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth unto this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me, to strike me, spurn me nay, and kill me too. And now so you will let me quiet go, to Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further? Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why, get you gone, who isn't that hinders you?
Foolish heart that I leave here behind?
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius. Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. Although she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let her come to me. You mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I, nor longer stay in your cross company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer to run away.
I'm amazed and not know what to say.
Oberon also puts juice in Titania's eyes while she falls asleep. The play moves back to the woods where the craftsmen are practicing the play. There, Puck is insulted by Bottom's acting and turns his head into a donkey's head. Bottom does not know of the transformation and walks through the woods with a donkey's head. Titania wakes up while Bottom is walking past and immediately falls in love with him. Titania gives in and gives the boy to Oberon, who they were originally fighting over. She gives the boy up because she's deeply in love with Bottom. Oberon got everything he wanted, so he releases Titania from the spell and has Puck return Bottom's head to normal. Demetrius and Lysander are both still in love with Helena and want to fight each other. Oberon tells Puck to create a fog that will keep the two men from finding one another. Demetrius, Lysander, and Hermia and Helena all fall asleep, and while they're sleeping, Puck reverses the spell he originally put on Lysander. He also puts a spell on all of them so they will not remember what happened in the woods. The play returns to the Athenian city, where the lovers Demetrius, in love with Helena, and Lysander, in love with Hermia, go to Theseus' wedding. For their wedding, Theseus chooses the play Pyramus and Thisbe to be performed. The actors present the play to everyone's enjoyment. The play is a happy ending where everyone got what they wanted. There are many themes throughout this play. Some of the major ones consisted of love and plays within plays. Love is shown in both the fairy and Athenian worlds. There's a constant battle to find true love for the right person, but is all achieved in the end of the play.
The love triangle between Demetrius, Lysander, Helena, and Hermia was one of the major issues in the play. The play within a play was also very prominent in A Midsummer Night's Dream. The play within A Midsummer Night's Dream connected to the major play, as it was incorporated into the ending of the play.
After reading A Midsummer Night's Dream, I think it's one of my favorite plays by Shakespeare. I love all the drama between the love triangle and the magic and the fairies. It makes it a little more interesting, although the play within a play makes it hard to follow.
I really enjoyed this play, and I also think it was one of my favorites of Shakespeare's plays. I really liked how it included a lot of love and romance, like in Romeo and Juliet, but there wasn't death and a sad ending. It also included a lot of drama, like in Macbeth, but it wasn't as violent and dark. It was a little confusing to follow the plot line with the love triangle and the play within a play going on at the same time. Bill Marks describes A Midsummer Night's Dream as erotic, sadistic, farcical, and weird. Overall, Mark loves it and calls it one of Shakespeare's most memorable plays. Marks is the editor-in-chief of the Art Fuse and has been for over 3 decades. He also regularly reviews theater for the Boston Globe and for the National Public Radio station.
Michael Grossberg describes A Midsummer Night's Dream as one of Shakespeare's funniest and fastest plays. Michael's a theater critic for the Columbus Dispatch and works in the arts and entertainment industry. He also writes for the opinion editorial column. He calls it a surefire romantic comedy and enjoys the farcical, play within a play, and love triangle.